Alright, let's continue. We 12 wheat pennies, and we have 16 rolls left. Let's finish this, and I'm gonna take my shower after I get this done, and I'm gonna play some Satisfactory. Ooh, old one. 1931 Philly. Wheat penny number 13. If that was an estimate, it'd be one of the rarest wheat pennies ever struck. 09. So, hello viewer. On my on Satisfactory, my plan one day is to build a giant road network. However, there is one big hurdle. The problem with building a road is this. It's the big, and it actually applies to real life too. You see, when you build a building, you have that building is going to stay in one spot. The logistics of transport of construction materials is very simple. But with roads, this becomes different, as when you build a road, you're constantly having to move and keep building elsewhere. For example, imagine this, right? Let's say you're building a road from New York to Chicago, right? You're starting from Chicago, you go to New York, right? Let's say your construction plant is in Chicago. At first, the road construction is going to go very fast. Well, it's going to start slowing down the farther away from the plant that supplies the material it gets from the construction site. Because of the wheat penny, it takes longer and longer to transport the materials to said site. Just like in this, 1945 Philly, wheat penny number 14. 09. But here's an interesting thing. Let's call them. In Satisfactory, the amount of time it would take to build my roads would be substantial, considering that my plant is on the far south and I'm going to be building at the far north. It would take me about, I'd say, 5 minutes to get from point to point if I used a vehicle. Could use the hypercube to shoot myself across the map. The problem is, I could build one to shoot myself back, but the power source would be a little bit of a pain in the ass to maintain. So this would make construction of these roads long and extremely daunting. Or is it? This little hurdle, the logistics, hello viewer, of transporting concrete to the build site for the roads in Satisfactory will be turned from a hindrance into an absolute boon. Why do I say this? Well, there's a thing called the Dimensional Depot Uploader. Simple. Materials go into a slot and uploaded into a dimension. This dimension is accessed using the build gun, meaning that if I upload concrete, if I strip my entire inventory bare, no concrete at all, I can build using that concrete because it's in a dimensional depot. Hello, other viewer. So therefore, as long as I have dimensional depots hooked up to the and as long as I have dimensional depots hooked up to the to a concrete production facility, guess what? I will have concrete instantaneously transported across an insane distance right into my build gun's quote-unquote pocket dimension. Every concrete that gets uploaded into that dimension can be accessed with my build gun any point on the map. Yeah. Unfortunately, the build rate right now is slow, needing some sand fluctuators and Mercer spheres to upgrade. To fully upgrade, I need 46. The good thing is, I have at least a stack of Mercer spheres on hand. So I'm definitely going to go with upload speed, because I can only upload about 30 items a minute, but if I upgrade it completely with the full... Oh my. Give me a second. 1919S. Now, a lot of people will hear me... hello, Coinbase. Now, a lot of people will hear me say... Where's 09? That, 1910s wheat pennies with bit marks on them are rare. The 1919 is a very interesting exception. This isn't actually a rare penny. It's actually relatively common. It's got a small S. 1919S, not bad. Wheat penny number 15. Hello, Coinbase. So anyway, the great thing I'm going to do here is that if I build a dimensional depot at my concrete factory's concrete production silo, well, I have a facility or a room in that one big factory I built where all the concrete goes and it's stored. Well, guess what? If I run that conveyor belt, really, I never knew that. Oh yeah, if you ready, listen for this, right? Like for example, right, watch this. Like 1914S, 4 million. 1915S, 5 million. 1916S, 23 million. 1917S, 33 million. 18S, 35 million. And then ready for 1919? 140 million. And then in 1920S, 46 million. 1921S, 15 million. 1923S, 9 million. So for a brief period of time, in 1919, the amount of wheat pennies produced skyrocketed, but then mint-marked variants fell. We got 10 rolls left. We should have 8 wheat pennies. We have 15. So a lot of like your 1910s mint-marked pennies are a little bit rarer, except for some 1918s and all 1919s. 1919s mint-marks ones are not rare at all. And some of their populations actually are almost meet or come close to levels minted in the later years. Or years like in the 40s. Like, go look at the mintage charts. In 1919, wheat penny mintage skyrockets, but then decreases the following years. Again, especially with the mint-marked variants. Listen to the Don Feller feature Hotel California. What's that? Woody? Huh. I need to get back into Horizon Forbidden West. That game's so fun. Man, I'm pretty good at Horizon Zero Dawn. I could jump back in right now, and I can nail almost every damn machine. I know their weaknesses, how to take them out, where to hit them. If you ever play that game, find a machine with a blaze canister and smack it with a blaze arrow and see what happens. Reacts with the blaze inside the canisters, makes them explode. Don't even get me started about fire claws. Man, I opened up my cash register, or the cash register at my restaurant at yesterday, and I found 4 wheat pennies. Oh. Canadian penny, and there's a wheatie. 1941 Philly. Wheat penny number 16. Man, we're stacking wheaties today. We only got 5 more rolls, by the way. I went to go eat pizza. I couldn't resist. Again, so here's my roadmap for Satisfactory currently. 1, complete the facility. The facility that is going to produce a huge amount of power needs to be completed. I hope I can get that done by Wednesday. Finally, after more than 1.5 months of construction and renovation, that facility hopefully will be ready for deployment. Number 2, initiate the addition of manufacturing rooms that can be able to manufacture high-speed connectors, computer chips, computers, crystal oscillators, and motors. Oh, hey, look, another wheatie. Another one. Damn. 1954 Denver, 1951 Denver, wheat penny number 1718. Wow, we are doing very good today. I got 31 Philly, man. I think 31 Phillies are actually a little bit uncommon. They are really rare. Interesting. What the hell is that? Oh, it's one part of my molecular set. That's actually a good one I found. I found 31 Philly. a pretty decently semi-rare wheat penny. Being struck at the beginning of the Great Depression in 1931 Philadelphia is one of the rarest Philadelphia minted wheat pennies ever struck. Only the 1932 Philadelphia on my book is rarer than the 31 Philadelphia. It's good. It's been 6 months since I've done the box of cents. Unfortunately, due to the cease of production in November 12th of 2025, acquisition of pennies, or should I say the difficulty of the acquisition of penny boxes has been thoroughly increasing. In an entire city of more than 130,000 people, I'm lucky to walk out with more than $50 of wheat pennies, or no, $50 of normal pennies. It's a good day if I can walk out with $75+ As much as I think, as much as we hate to admit it, let's just admit it. The nickel is next. The nickel is gonna get axed next. Yeah, 17 Philly. 18 wheat pennies for almost be at the end of the box is pretty good, considering I usually get 10. Another one. 1952 Denver. Wheat penny number 19. No, I don't want nickels to die. Honestly, search them now. It's only a matter of time. If they claim that pennies are a waste because of copper, oh my god, nickels have like almost 4 grams of it, if I'm not wrong. 09. Although I don't see that happening soon. I didn't see pennies being ended, but yet here we are. Man, politically controversial, I might say. Man, them pennies, they're so expensive to strike and make. I hate spending $50 million on pennies. Hey, how's that war across the ocean going? How's that war across the Caribbean doing? $1.5 billion left. Give me back the pennies. Give me pennies or give me death. Come on. Damn it. I've been using my microscope for so long. I left it on and it died. Now it has to recharge. Yeah. Sucks that the pennies are now done. However, here's an interesting perspective. Here's what could happen. Let's think about this, Coinbase. What if, in about 10 years, wheat pennies become, or no, penny boxes become kind of like, not nickels, but half dollars, right? Half dollars used to be for common circulation. Not extremely common circulation, but, you know, they kind of circulated. I feel like, well, guess what? Now that they don't really make them for businesses anymore, now almost anybody, regardless of your customer status to a bank branch, can waltz right in and go get them. What if, over time, as these businesses stop using pennies, the banks will build up penny box reserves, which may allow them to start opening back up to collectors, as no businesses or a large amount of businesses may refuse to even order or take in penny boxes. if this happens, I don't see it happening. I see it taking a while to transfer to that state. It will take a while for something like that to happen, if it does. Because I remember I was not, I went to like 2 or 3 banks that I did not have a membership at, and I was able to yoink some $half because nobody uses them anymore. Nobody wants them anymore. So a lot of these banks are just willing to give them up. Again, it's 2020. I mean, this last penny roll. Can we get 20? Can we get 20? Can we get... Can we get... just carry in. Damn, GG. 19 it is. I mean, think about it. Like, really, if you really want to experiment, you know, I have an idea. What if maybe, like, to drive around, I did an experiment with... I went to a lot of banks that I'm not a customer with, 1750, and I asked for a roll of $half and see how many banks give me said $half. It is a very interesting thing to be remembering now. Because oh wait, that's it. I mean, think about right now. There are a lot of pennies that were made. I mean, the United States has made like 65. I would be surprised right now. It's like 66% of all the coins in U.S. history are there's 65 at a bare minimum. I think it's actually as of 2023, 65.12% of all struck coins from 1773 to 2023 were pennies. There are a lot of pennies. They make up literally 2/3 of our circulating coins. Maybe some fart room, like maybe, yes, a little more or less, but you get the point. Personally, in Illinois, I'm seeing large megacorps, or at least large corporations like Hobby Lobby and McDonald's, attempting to start phasing out the penny. Let's see. So I searched it up. I searched up how much less are $half used now compared to 2023. It says $half are significantly less used in transactions than in 2003, having transitioned from rarely used but still produced circulating coin to a not intended for circulation NIFC collector's item for that period. While 2003 saw approximately 5 million $half minted, these were already considered low mintage from the series. Thus, the finding changed that from 2002 to 2020, the U.S. Mint did not strike $half for general circulation at all, producing them only for collectors. So again, they don't really make $half anymore. However, right now, I could waltz on in to my local gas station, drop a couple $half on the table, and order a Pepsi. Because although not struck although discontinued for public use or discontinued for public distribution, half dollars are not demonetized. Every coin, it is literally United States law that all coins struck from 1773 and present or date are legal tender if said coins are struck from the United States Mint or its sister locations. Give me a second, I'm doing my summarization. Yeah, and it takes me a while to put in the origin batch because this batch is weird because the issues acquiring pennies, I have to make the box out of multiple branches of rolls. However, this even though I had 3 branches, I got 698 coppers. That's pretty decently high. I think the average is like anywhere between 500 to 620. I need to go get more get more penny boxes. I only got $10. I need 40 more. Number of pennies, 2,500. Wheat pennies, we found 19 of those. With 4 from one branch, 6 from the other, and 9 from the final. Bicentennials. Ten of those. 17 Phillies. 9 of those. S-Mint. 2 of those. Woodies. 4 of those. Canadian pennies. 3 of those. Copper pennies. 698 of them. Indian heads, nothing. Thanks for watching. I'm going to play Satisfactory later. Yeah, give me a second. I need to go shower.